Good morning, my little artists. Today we're going to work with some shapes to make a piece of architecture. So today we're going to pretend that we're an architect and we're going to design our dream home. We're going to use simple shapes that we know to make our house. Some of the shapes we're going to use are circles, triangles, rectangles, and squares. So an architect makes the design of a house on a blueprint. So the first thing we have to do is make our blueprint paper. So you're gonna get a nice big paper like this, and then you're gonna draw 7 lines across it, up and down. If you have a hard time making the lines like that, you can always use your hand to measure the space. Now make them go across. And now we're ready to use paint to print our house on our blueprint paper like an architect. So now that we've got our blueprint paper ready, let's look at some of the tools we'll be using to make our print. So we're gonna have some white paint to work on our blue paper, a circle to print that has a ring, a solid cork, and a little piece of laminate to help you print lines. I'm gonna start with just the sides of the house to make a really big rectangle. So I'm gonna take my little chip here and I'm gonna tap it into the paint. I'm not dipping and I'm not scraping, I just want to get the edge covered in paint. So now when I tap it to the paper, it makes a line for me. When I run out of paint, I just tap it in the paint and go back to what I was doing. So now that I've got the shape of my house, maybe I want to add some round windows. I just tap the circle in the paint till it's all covered in paint, and then I can just press it to the paper. Now I've got 2 circle windows. Maybe I want to decorate my roof with some dots. Gentle tap. If you get too much paint on it, you can just kind of tap it off a little bit. You can add all the details that you'd like. I'm going to make a little chimney up here. Now you've got the printed design to your house using shapes that we know. Triangles and squares and rectangles and trapezoids.